What is going on, everybody? This is Sergio G, PhD. Turning on my little side light here, see if it helps a little bit. I don't know. Lighting kind of sucks. Anyways, it's been an interesting week at the hospital, so I wanted to kind of finish up the week with a little bit of hats. Um, some of you guys know, some of you guys don't know. I went to my local blue store. When did I go? Tuesday, Thursday. I don't know. I went sometime this last week, and I was able to pick up about 35 hats, some for the old eBay stuff, and then I picked up some of you guys who think I don't collect hats or whatever. That's all good. I picked up about 7, 8 more hats for myself. Um, the clink room video did pretty good, so I appreciate everybody that watched it, gave it some time. I know it's kind of a long video, but there was a lot of stuff to go on. For the drinking of choice tonight, I got my little bit of therapist. I got one of these guys left, and then I got some other stuff in the fridge. And yeah, I literally just got off of work and I came straight home, and I'm like, what the hell? I got inspired by my buddy Professor Hatter, who, if you guys don't know, just uploaded his field trip video to Berdine's. It's a local sports store in Chicago, hat store, somewhere around there. So go over to his channel, check it out, give his video a view. I could already tell you for the first 5-10 minutes of watching it, because I haven't got through it all. There was a lot of great hats actually at Berdine's. One of the hats, I'm going to kind of spoil it, but if you're looking for one of those old school Greenville Braves hat, the one that has like the GB logo on the front, it's like a navy crown or even a black crown. I think it's navy with like a red brim. Obviously, they don't use it no more. They're either called a Greenville Red Sox or Greenville Drive. They might have switched a couple names since the Greenville Braves name, but are the Greenville Drives. I believe they're the high A team now of the Red Sox. I kind of forgot, but that Greenville Braves hat was a pretty good one. And also they had some Mexico League hats he was showing off, and that's just in the first couple of minutes. So Hatter did a video on that, so go check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. So anyways, I have picked up a bunch of new hats recently. I probably picked up another 2025 for my own personal collection. I'm not collecting as many hats that have been dropping recently. They're just not my cup of tea. A lot of the reasons, I would say, probably just because they're all the white sweatbands. I got nothing against the white sweatbands. I do prefer the black sweatbands. There are some hats that have some colored sweatbands coming out. I did recently pick up one with the colored sweatband. I'm not going to say it was my idea, because anybody, whatever. I've been calling for a kind of colored sweatbands now for a while, so just thought it'd be kind of a cool little change to it. So we'll see where that one goes. We'll see kind of what colors that they go with. The particular one that I saw was a yellow sweatband, and I thought it was fun. I mean, I could see it getting really dirty really easily, but I mean, if you got a bunch of hats, you're not going to wear it all the time, so it's okay. I'm wearing my San Francisco 49ers sideline hat from 2020. It's the one where it has the rubber front here. Not a huge hat that most people have in their collection. I personally like it. I don't like the rubber front. I've mentioned that before, but the hat itself with the crown color and the red UV, and then it has a black sweatband. I like this one a lot. It has a soft material to it. I did notice watching a couple of the preseason games, or at least with the Niners the other day, some of the coaches were actually still wearing the sideline hat from 2020. I believe it was the Flex Fit one, which is obviously different from the camo sideline hat that they got going on this year. I'll probably be picking up one of those camo sideline hats eventually. You guys always know how I roll. I'm not always quick to always pick up the new drops, just because I don't always want to get like the 49ers or, the Giants or whatnot. The ones actually I wouldn't mind getting from that new sideline collection are the Dolphins. I like the Dolphins with the teal coloring on it. It just looks pretty dope. So I'll probably wait a little bit, see if I can pick it up. I just think those ones look pretty good. Also, I think the Steelers with the yellow was actually a pretty good sideline hat. Because if you guys haven't seen it, it's like a camo-ish, grayish white color camo design going on. And then it has the color of the team kind of thrown into it, so it makes it actually look really good. Also, I want to say a big thank you to for I got about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I picked out 6 of my last hats I bought that are just got the other day, but this isn't all the new ones. Huge shout out to J38 for sending me a belated birthday gift. I actually been wanting that particular hat he sent me for a while, and I want to do like a little video eventually on it if I can remember to do it, because it was actually one of the funner hats I've been wanting to get. I love the fact that minor league baseball, obviously, it's back, I should say, and that they're coming out with a lot of the minor league MILB theme day hats. Now, I will say I would like them to kind of get away from the food. A lot more food hats than normal, from what I can remember. I remember in the past seeing a lot of different MILB theme hats, but it wasn't always centered around food. That's why I like what the Inland Empires did this year. They come out with about 6 or so theme style hats. I did pick up a few of those when I was down in LA, and I have them with me. I just wanted to do like their own little video, since it's just all Inland Empire 66ers. If you guys don't know, it's the low A / high A. It was the high A team for the Angels. Now it's low A, but I still kind of want to call them high A, even though it's low A ball down in Inland. So the Inland 66ers, they did a good job, and not distinguishing all their hats to be like a food representation of their theme nights or anything like that. So really cool. So anyways, let me know. I don't know if anybody's in the chat. I don't know if this thing is actually working at all. So, I mean, if you're here, cool. Leave a comment, just say hi, what's up, how you doing? So if I don't see any chats, that's okay. Dan, I'm sure you'll pop in just to say hi. So what's up, Dan? So I'm not going to go too long tonight. I'm going to see if I can get back on a little schedule. I've been trying to put in some hours at work, just because I'm trying to take care of a couple things. Got some, I won't say some things going on, but I do got some things going on. It's just I'm trying to change the approach on how I approach it. So anyways, I've been trying to put in some more hours on that recently, but I'd really like to try, at least if I'm not making videos, to come on here and show you guys what I've been collecting recently. The one hat I will say, or the one collection that I kind of wanted to get, was, I think they were called the Drop 7. They're like a reddish, orangish type hat. I think it had a red crown with maybe an orange brim, and I kind of like those ones. Those ones actually caught my eye a lot. But the other stuff that's been dropping lately, I don't really care per se. I mean, I know some people love them, some people hate them, but for me, it kind of goes to my last little point before I finish my update about what's been going on. I've been seeing some comments on the old IG, where if you guys aren't following me, you guys can always follow me at Sergio G PHC, professional hat collector, on the IG. But I saw somebody in the stories posting, hey, is there more resellers than hat collectors out there? And here's what I'm going to say. I feel like, yeah, I've always been a reseller, so I don't care what you guys label me. I've always been a collector ever since I was a little kid. I always had a little hustle going on. I was just always really into sales or trading when it came to baseball cards, collecting Ninja Turtles, all that good stuff. So, but at the same time, I've always been a seller. I've always sold baseball cards. I've always sold some wrestling dolls or wrestling monos. And what I want to say, so I don't care really how you label me. I label myself as a collector. But is there more resellers than collectors? And here's what I'm going to tell you. I feel like some of the collectors that were potentially posing as collectors are starting to off their collection, because they bought the hats for the hype train. The hype train left the station, made a couple pit stops along the way at Know Your Role Boulevard, thank you, The Rock, and Jabroni Drive, and now they're to the point where, hey, I don't want this hat. The hype train has already left the station. Now I'm going to try to offload this hat. I wore it my 1 or 2 times to get my picture on the IG, and now I'm going to try to sell it, because, and I say that because they're quick to sell it, and they're selling it for like $45-$50. We're talking about like the Midnight Mints, the lavender ones, the Sugar Skulls, the Valentines from Hat Club. Troy, how many hats you up to now? Well, I'm about 1,600, give or take, somewhere around that neighborhood. Yeah, so somewhere around there. Now, if you just want to know fitteds, Troy, I'm up to about 1,540 just on fitteds, and that's not counting Mitchell&ness fitteds. That's just counting new era fitted. So I don't feel like there are more resellers. I just think that the resellers are coming out more now because now they're trying to actually offload the hype hats that everybody wanted. Everybody went goo goo gaga over. And the reality is they don't like them. I mean, they wear them one or two times, sell them for $50. I personally, as somebody who knows about my hats and knows what hats are worth and what people are willing to pay, you're not making yourself look good, reselling the freaking hype hats. You're just trying to offload it to somebody else. And that's why a lot of people talk these hats up. So that's just kind of how I feel about it, because you never see with a lot of these resellers, you never see them really posting anything. Like I saw one person said he's just trying to cut down his collection a little bit, approaching about 1,000 or so. And I'm not, singling anybody out, but this is how some people are. They get about 500 hats, supposedly 1,000. And they said, oh, they're just trying to cut their collection a little bit. But if that's the case, why don't you pop a little bit of some of the old school of the collection in there? I mean, I'm just saying, why is everything that you seem to be reselling, people are reselling nowadays, is all newer stuff within the last 2 years and not stuff from like 5 years ago? Shit, I'm still looking for the NBA City Purple Rain Minnesota Timberwolves fitted hat. I've gotten that in a snapback a few times, but I'm still looking for that, and nobody seems to want to offload that one. But I'm just saying, why don't you, if you're looking to cut your collection, maybe look into some of the older stuff if you're really looking to cut instead of all the newer stuff. The newer stuff just tells me that you're off the hype train and you just want to try to recoup some of that money back. I collect hats too. I have 1,027 in my collection. Troy, that's actually pretty cool. What is the primary collection of your hat consist of? So for me, it's baseball / minor league baseball / MLB. And then I also collect, the other sports as well. But the majority of my collection is baseball related. So that's really cool, Troy. Congratulations, first of all, on the 1,000. That's a big, big freaking milestone. I'm going to put you in the major league league. By the way, now I ain't even going to talk about that. They had some sort of competition with, I don't know who came up with it, but who's ever coming up with these hat competitions. I'm just saying, I might have mentioned this last time. How can you say you have a hat competition when you don't even have like any of really the, I won't say OG collectors, but I mean, some of the people that were in the hat competition, personally, I didn't know them. And don't get me wrong, I don't know everybody in the hat competition, but I'm just saying, I do know a few people that have a pretty good collection. Why aren't they in the hat competition? I mean, I'm just saying, throw my name out there because I know how many hats I have, but how come I wasn't in it? How come my buddy Buzz Hat King wasn't in it? Kelly G. Professor Hatter's got an interesting little collection at around about 400 or 500. Troy just said he's got 1,000, so I don't know if he was in it. I've seen a lot of people out there with some impressive collections, and I wonder how they did this whole thing. I'm just saying, I just want the information. I have retired from Hack Wrestle Machine. You know what? I can't have this. No, I'm not gonna put your time out, Wrestle Machine. Why? See, that's the thing. Everybody keeps saying that college hats. I have 157. Oh, Troy, I love that. You have 157 college hats. I give you props because I've been trying to collect a few college hats. Think I'm only up to about 20-ish or so, give or take. I'm only collecting the new era because it's just what I collect when I count them in the collection, and I don't really buy any other hats. And I really freaking want an Oregon hat, Oregon Ducks hat, but they don't make it a new era. Most of them are in Nike. But I'm really, Wrestle Machine, you make me cry because I'm really sad that people are leaving hat collecting because, us OG collectors, we're not really big into the hype hats, the hype train stuff that everybody. I mean, recently I will tell you, I got some hats that were considered kind of hype, but they were also nostalgic, and I thought they were fun. I was never going to buy them when they dropped out originally. I was going to wait till the price got cut down a little bit, and so I finally picked them up. But that's the only way I was going to pick them up. But I'm really sad that, supposedly Wrestle Machine's out, Johnny G's out. These are guys that they collected hats probably for a long, long time. And just with all this stuff coming out, it's really hard to collect stuff that you really don't want. And they're catering more to the newer fan base of hat collectors, which I understand it's all a money grab and that's what you want to jump on. But I don't know. Doesn't work for me. One Nation Under Hats. Hey, OG Hats. What's up? One Nation Under Hats. All right, guys. So with that being said, first hat I'm going to show you. I don't know a lot of information on this hat about why it came out. I have my ideas, but this is a hat I've been wanting for quite a while. Yeah, you officially retired. That's what I'm talking about. You can't retire. I'm at work. Oh, that sucks, dude. Okay, we'll try to catch. You'll want to catch the live. It's not going to be the replay later on. It's not going to be too long, so hopefully you can catch back on. This hat I've been wanting for a while. I think because of everything, it was there originally, and then they didn't make it no more. But this one is one sick hat, and when the Blue Store finally dropped it, whatever people are saying about the Blue Store, you're completely wrong. The Blue Store still has some of the best hats available on the internet. You go there and they got some great hats. Your $5 discount, your premium access membership discount still works for the most part. It's up to $10, but to me, it is still worth the $5-10 that you want to charge for it because it is a great deal. It saves you some money. I'll catch the replay. But the first hat we're going to show you, we got this Durham Bulls MILB theme night hat. This one is a sick ass hat. Now, I believe Durham Bulls, and you guys can correct me because I'm always wrong. I believe they did this one based off of Shark Week, which was a couple of weeks ago. Yes, I'm behind, but that's okay. And that's why they did it. So you got your nice D right here, Durham Bulls. If you guys don't know, Tampa Bay minor league team, AAA team. You got your nice blue D right here. You got the shark coming out, and then you got like this little bull head right here with the horns and stuff. It just looks sick. I love the colors. I've seen similar hats or this hat exactly before, and I wanted to get it. And this one actually flew off the internet last few times that it's been listed, so I wasn't able to really get it. So when it came out this time, I jumped on it, and this one's sick. And you don't see a lot of this hat in a lot of people's collection. You got that black underneath, the black UV. I don't like that term black nasty, so I'm not even going to say it, just so you guys know. You got the newer stickers, the newer labels right there with this MILB official hat. This is a newer tag that they came out with about a year or two ago. 758, of course, made in our favorite place, Bangladesh. So freaking Durham Bulls with their MILB Shark Week hat right there is a nice one. This hat, this one, you guys are going to love it. This one is a Mitchell&ness. I picked this one up at the Blue Store. You guys know that Mitchell&ness, or if you don't know, you're missing out. Mitchell&ness has been making a little bit of a comeback and the old school style hats. They're mostly known for basketball. I don't really know if they do like football or baseball, and you guys can say whatever. But I more reference Mitchell&ness when it comes to basketball. And when I saw this at the Blue Store for like $20, I had to snag it. Doesn't matter if it was a snapback or not, but we got, bam, the Chicago Bulls pinstriped hat. Hardwood classic pinstripe. This thing is sick because a lot of you guys, if you guys are old school jersey collectors, you probably might have a Scottie Pippen or a Michael Jordan or even a Dennis Rodman with the pinstripes on the jerseys, the black one or the red one. But this hat right here is freaking sick. So, of course, I already wore it once, so I took off the stickers. Now, with the Mitchell&ness, I usually take off the stickers. Don't ask me why. I leave the New Era ones typically on, but I take off the Mitchell&ness. I don't know, okay? It's just a weird thing. So, freaking nice. It's got a black snapback. It's got your Mitchell&ness on the back right there. I keep saying they should cut that down, but they won't because it's part of who they are, so that's cool. And then because I'm weird, I like leaving in the cardboard here to kind of keep the sweat down, but it's just freaking really sick. The Chicago Bulls one right here. And, you know, I know there's some clowns out there. I've had them say it in the past. Since when do you collect? You've always been a snapback guy. Now you're collecting fitteds. I literally had somebody tell me that I don't collect fitted hats. I only collect snapbacks. So this one is sick. Like I said, I've already worn this one once. So very nice one. I think I paid about $15 for this one with my Access Pass membership. So I think it came down to about $12. Can't beat that. So freaking nice. Now, a lot of you guys know I got the tattoo thing going on with all the major league teams. I got a couple minor league teams on me with the Lugnuts and the Zephyrs and whatnot, but I've been adding on recently. So anyways, with that, just so you guys know, I did, I don't know if you guys can really see, I did the Marlins, I did the Reds, and I did the Cardinals. And so anyways, with that being said, I've been looking at this hat for a minute. This hat is not for everyone. They made this hat with other leaks, but for me, with my tattoos, I thought this was the coolest hat ever in the sense that when I wear it, obviously it matches up with the tattoos. But we got the MLB logo all over hat. And I know some of you guys are going to be like, that's way too much. This one went for about $55. So with my discount, I got a little bit of a discount. I took all the stickers off already because the new era sticker right here, the 59Fifty sticker, didn't look good with this kind of hat. But I took them all off, so it looks a little bit better. It's got that gray UV black sweatband. But check this out. I mean, yeah, it's a little much, but for a person like me, where I got all the tattoos and everything going on, and I'll be getting some more here shortly. I've been wanting this hat for a while. The only thing I'm disappointed about, and this is just me being a Giants fan, you got the Giants. Where are the Giants at? They're like in the back. Freaking hell, I lost them again. Oh, they're on the top right here. So on the top towards the back, but yet they got the Yankees and the Dodgers in the front. Come on. You also have Detroit, Tampa, and stuff in Seattle. And there doesn't appear to be any rhyme or reason on how they organize the teams at all. Because you got the Dodgers, the Braves, the Marlins, and the Reds right there. And then you got the Blue Jays, Yankees, Sox, and A's. So maybe one team from each division and each panel per se for the most part. I'm really not sure what the rhyme or the reason is. You got a Kansas City right there. You got the Cubbies up top there too. You got some Padres in the back. You got that Cleveland team. By the way, I just want to share a little annoyance about the Cleveland Guardians thing right now. I keep going into a couple blue stores looking for a new traditional style Cleveland Guardians hat with the G and the little side wings and whatever, and you can't find them. All they have for the Cleveland Guardians usually is just the C hat, and I'm not going to get that one because that doesn't really display or throw out there the Cleveland Guardians new logo. So yes, Orioles are getting a wild card spot this year. I'll catch the replay. So we got Jeff Nadel on here. So if you don't know who Jeff Nadel is, his brother is Professor Hatter. Go check out his Berdeen field trip video. It's a very cool video. I was talking about it a little bit earlier in the beginning. So if you haven't checked out Jeff Nadel's brother, Professor Hatter, go check it out. He does a good job. Flips you off sometimes, but he does a good job. So makes it entertaining. So anyways, this one, it's a fun hat. It's not going to get a ton of wear just because, I don't know. It's a little much. I like it personally, to wear once in a while, but it is a little much. And then there you go. Now, here's what I'm going to suggest. So they have a base football one. They got a basketball one. I don't think they have a hockey one because of the issue with New Era and Fanatics and stuff like that. Wouldn't that be really freaking awesome if they can get a minor league one with all the triple A's and double A's? I tell you, I'd be all over that one as well. By the way, Jeff Nadel, did you come up with that all by yourself? The Orioles getting a wild card spot? Because they are looking pretty good, and my Phillies are looking pretty decent too. My Giants, not so much. All right, I got a couple more hats. This one hat, I will say that I've been looking for it for a while, but not really looking for it just because. There's one thing about me in hat collecting. I'll never regret not getting hats. Yeah, I might kick myself in the rear a couple times, but in some cases, I just never have the chance. Like the Miami Marlins, uh, oh, City Connect hats. I never had a chance to get those. And I know they've done some remakes on those, but I don't know. I'm just kind of weird. I don't feel like those are the official ones that MLB dropped. I'm sure they have a connection. They got licensing permission, all that. But when New Era dropped the Miami Marlins City Connect hats, they kind of went under the radar and they sold out quick. And I wasn't able to get them. And I just, anyways, with that being said, this particular hat I'm showing you, I wanted, but I wasn't really searching for it. So I was pleasantly surprised when I was able to find it. But you guys are going to laugh because it is another bam Chicago Bulls. This one is the 2021 City Edition hat. And this one is freaking nice. Fitted 7/5/8. And I am not shitting you guys. I paid $15 for it, maybe 20, 15 or 20 for this freaking hat. I got my flying baseball hat of the Guardians at my Blue store back in February, and they still have some. Freaking lucky you. And a lot of that, because I've seen a Buzz, obviously get some Guardian hats because he's usually in the Cleveland area. But for like my local stores being here in California, yeah. So, I mean, I even check, if I remember right, I recently checked the Blue Store website for the Guardians as well, and they don't have it either. So I'll just have to keep waiting or whatnot or see what I can do. But picked up the City Series here on the Chicago Bulls. Freaking nice. 75th anniversary right here. It's got that nice little pinstripe coming down like on matching like the shorts or whatever and the jerseys. Freaking nice, just like this hat. So there you go. Not too bad for a $15 fine. So check that out. Nice. So yeah, I picked up a couple of Chicago Bulls hats, which I was kind of surprised because, being in California, Chicago Bulls hats can be a relic in a sense. Hard to find type hats. Very special to find when you can. This particular hat I'm going to show you. I did want it, but one I'm going to tell you, ruin it already. It's a snapback. I was looking for the fitted version first, and they were just really popular hats, and I hope they do them again or they come out with them again. But so I always kind of held back on getting the snapback for that particular reason. I was really hoping that along my journeys, I would find the fitted. I wasn't able to find the fitted quite yet, but when I was at the Blue store, guys, I found this hat for $10 freaking dollars. I'm from Canton, Ohio. That makes sense. So you got that one good. $10. So with the Blue store discount, everything came out to like $8. There was no way I was passing this up, but we got a Homestead Grays hat. This is done by Rings and Crowns. Obviously, I'm not familiar with them, but they've been doing all the Negro League hats. They've done a good job. I really like them. I hope that they do them again. But Rings and Crowns, and I'll probably leave that sticker on just because I like the look of it with this particular hat. But the Homestead Grays, it looks kind of basic, but if you try to go off the logos from, back when they were using them, they were using a lot of basic logos, nothing too fancy, and this is just nice. It's got that nice little G on the side, and there you go, guys. Nothing crazy. Excuse me, very simple, and it's got like a black leatherish velvet type bottom. So I'll probably take that off because usually when you leave the stickers on this kind of fabric here, that shiny fabric, velvet fabric, it doesn't look too well. You got a black sweatband, and they also, you can smell that. It has that new car smell. It says Rings and Crowns on the taping. So, and then it has the Mitchell&ness type cardboard on the inside. So I'll probably leave that in just to kind of protect against the sweating. But I couldn't believe it, guys. $10. So if you guys are looking for the Negro League hats, snapbacks or whatever, if you haven't been to the Blue store and they had them before, go check them out again. You still might be able to find them because now if I could find the other teams, especially for the price, even on the snapbacks, I'm going to freaking go jump on them because this was the only one that they had for the $10 mark. So either they sold out or they took them away. I don't know, but this was freaking probably the find of the day in that sense for only $10, because these just came out probably just a few months ago, maybe 3 months, 4 months max, not too long ago, because I remember seeing them in LA, and obviously I went down in LA in June, and now we're in August, almost September, so about 3 or 4 months roughly. This one just says NLB script snapback. I'm trying to see if it says a quarter or anything, but it doesn't. So freaking nice. All right, so the last hat I'm going to show you, and I picked this hat up for 2 reasons. One, I mentioned it earlier, the yellow sweatband, and 2, the logo. Only freaking reason. That's it. No other reason. I thought the hat colors were okay. They were good. I have some shorts and stuff that I could rock this hat with, and I thought it would be fun. So here we go, guys. First ever, Troy, hope you're still there, bud. First ever official Cleveland Guardians G-Wing baseball. Now, I don't know what they call this one. ML, according to the Blue Store label, MLB color UV, but you got the Guardian, you got the American League patch with the outline of that neon green. That's a little out there, and then you have this candy corn color combination going on. I'm telling you, it is fun. It makes you smile. It makes you laugh because you don't know what's going on. You got the yellow sweatband all the way around. You got the candy corn orange UV. So freaking A. This was also, I've been hearing a lot about pricing on hats. This was a $49.99 hat, and I'm pretty sure you're going to see somebody trying to offload this for about $45 after they take a couple pictures for their IG. So not a bad hat. Obviously, it's not going to be in the top 10. I like the colors because it has that nice army green and that brown color, so I like the crown on that. The logo itself is fine. I like the coloring. This is a little weird with that neon green around the American League logo right there, and then you have your Batterman in the back. So, and then you have your green button. So this is the only part that doesn't make sense to me with that full colored outline of the neon green. I know I got the Cleveland Buckeyes and the Kansas City Monarchs hat. That is sweet. So had to finally, like I said, I do have, because if you guys don't know, I went to spring training this past year. I did pick up the official first ever Cleveland Guardians hat, which was their spring training, but it is just the C1, but technically it's the first hat that they've ever officially used. But I haven't been able to get a on-field for this year. So this will have to do for now. Obviously, it's not an on-field, but for my first official logo of the Cleveland Guardians, this is it. And if you guys are wondering, just if you guys remember, the tattoo for the Cleveland Guardians / Cleveland Indians, I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but I'm not going to do the C or the I, and I won't do Chief Wahoo, even though I've mentioned in the past it is probably the best logo in all of baseball. But I do want my tattoos to be kind of fun, uncontroversial. I don't want to have to like have a reason why I have my tattoos, or anybody really get offended per se, working where I work. And I just feel like it'd be better to left off. But I came up with a great alternative for the Cleveland Indians / Cleveland Guardians for the tattoo. So as soon as I get it, I will let you guys know. So anyways, guys, that's some of the pickups for the past week or so. Let me know which one was your favorite. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to do all the normal stuff. Subscribe. And I hope you guys had a good time. Hope you guys have a good work week coming up. Like I said, I'm going to try to get back on this on a regular, doing at least live streams and showing you guys some of the cool hats. You guys know I got in a bunch of the clean room hats that I ordered. I have about another 50 or 60 out there. I don't know what the status is on there hasn't been no word. The communication with the clink room really hasn't been existent. So I really don't know what's going to go on with that. I'm just waiting for him to show up. So as soon as they show up, I'll do the video on those. But in the meantime, I will see you guys next time. I'll have some more hats, and so make sure you hit those notifications. Oh, finally, J38, yo. So I hope you guys have a good rest of the week. what did I miss? About 7 hats, and me just giving you guys an update on what was going on. So you might want to catch the replay because I'm not going to make it too long. So I was watching Hatters Burdeen's videos. Oh, thank you so much for mentioning. If you guys haven't heard, Professor Hatter, Jeff Nadel's brother, made a Burdeen's field trip video. So go check it out on the Professor Hatter channel. If you haven't checked out, he does some good stuff. And he's a legit hat collector. He gets a little angry, but he's very passionate about his hat collection. And yeah, he's a guy that grows on you. So anyways, guys, thank you so much. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the week. And I will catch you guys next time. All right. Sergio G, PhD. See you guys later. Bye. Don't forget, drink good beer. That's all I got to say.